Hey folks, JD here, and today I want to have another little flight of this little Tello. Now I've got a couple more batteries on order because this battery, unfortunately, well, say unfortunately, it's actually done me very proud. I've had this battery ever since the quadcopter came out, and I have hammered it, and I mean hammered it. And I don't know how many flights I've done with this thing, but I've literally gone a bit berserk with it. And now the battery's starting to give out, and it's starting to give me sort of erratic flight times. Something I could have at one point I could have 7 minutes, another point I could have 3, you know. So I've got another 3 batteries coming. I can't remember how many I've ordered now, maybe 3. And that is going to mean that my quad's going to then get back on her feet, and we're going to be able to do some quite far flights. But today I just wanted to have a nice little flight of this particular quad so that we could see just exactly how well this quad does. I'm such a big advocate for these for the Tello, and I know again it kind of swings and roundabouts for a lot of people. They like the quad, but they're not willing to invest because of all the issues that it had right at the very start. And then you've got the other side of the fence, like me, that once I did the firmware upgrades and once I brought the quad up to date, that I haven't had a problem, and that everything else just looks to be working really, really well. So yeah, I think this quad does divide people. I think she's really sweet. I mean, I take her in a bag. I 3D printed a box for her. I take her in my bag, and it's a nice little quad. It's something that I really enjoy too. But today, I wanted to have a look specifically at just getting some nice footage of this field for my stock videography. And yeah, I really like it. I really like this field, and it's starting to really come up now as the summer is kicking off, and before too long all this will turn a beautiful golden colour. I mean, you've got quite a nice length distance you can get out of this particular quad. There we are, look, I've started her off and she's at 76%, so not all of the cells are charging. There we are. So I'm just keeping her out. You can get a really nice distance out of it, you really can. Distance now 18 meters. I'm at 70 decibels, so it'll drop to 40 before too long, and then I'm gonna lose some of the accuracy with my control. But I've got the return to home function, and I'm gonna use that because I really like it. I'm at the 23 meters, and I'm still going 70 decibels, and I'm just, look at that, beautiful. Just gonna fly above this grass. Maybe, yeah, I can see the quad. I'm well above it. It's just an optical illusion that I'm not gonna make it. But yeah, look at that, beautiful. 40 decibels at 30.5. Wi-Fi signal weak. Let's return to home, Mr. Tello. So I'm keeping my eye on it. Got a nice yellow body for it a few weeks ago. Actually, about 2 months ago. No, more like 4 months ago. Lost it, couldn't remember where the hell I put it, and now I put it on the Tello a couple of weeks ago, and there we are, returned to home. Beautiful. Oh, do you know what? There we are, let's disengage. Yeah, return to home, that's fine. But yeah, it's such a nice little quad. I love it, I really do. Especially with this foam, it makes things so much easier to fly because the screen is so much smoother, and it just makes for a much more fluid flight. Now, as I've got this down here, let's have a quick little look. Let's stop you, little Tello. Let's save that video off. There we are. There's my very hairy mug. Let's start off another load of video. Let's look at, let me see, I wanted to look at Dronie, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. I wanted to look at Dronie. So I can cancel Dronie at any point. I'm a bit concerned of it going too far out of range. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and see if I can let it go as far as possible before I click cancel. So autopilot going. So that's it. So 3, 2, 1. Adios. And that's it. We're at distance of 4.4 meters. Distance to go 3 meters. Distance to go 1 meter, and bang, it reached its destination. So that's not too bad. Still at 90 decibels there. So I'm going to bring her back, and I'm going to increase that distance for Dronie, just so that we can get a little bit more distance out of her. So I'm going to go on to Dronie. There we are. So here's where we're going to calibrate everything. So we're going to do distance. I'm going to increase that to Now I know that I had it going out over 30 meters over that way. I'm not gonna do that, you know. I'm gonna just take it a 16. There we go. And here she goes, counting down, making sure there's nobody in the field, and off we go. Bon voyage. There we are, 14 meters to go. But it's really cool that you can have these DJI features with a small quad like this. And I have got another Tello in the house I bought a little while ago in case something happened in the market and they stopped selling them or whatever. And I've got it in its packaging, and do you know what? I'm so glad I have. 3 meters left. It's flying so well. There we are at 90 decibels, perfect. Let's bring her back. Come on. Perfect. Let's bring her down a little bit. There we go. Where are we at? 60% battery. Do you know what? I can get another one in. Why not? Before the battery decides to give out. Dronie distance. Let's go to 25 meters. Now, I'm going to keep an eye on my decibel limit here. And if I do start to see that the quad is starting to fail, or that the Wi-Fi is starting to drop a little bit too much, or the wind is picking up a bit too much because that quad has just started leaning to compensate for the wind, then I'll stop this. But so far we're at 10 meters, 11 meters at 90 decibels, and it's still going strong. 55% battery. That went down quick. There we go. Still going. 10 meters to go. 70 decibels. We're at a max. We're at a total of 20 meters now. 4 meters to go. Does give you great shots, really does. And 1 meter to go, half a meter to go, and that's it. Return to home, please. Distance to go, 26 meters. Do you know what? I'm sorry, but this just doesn't get old for me. It really doesn't. These features of this app are they're just incredibly good. There we are. Stop there. Thank you, my friend. I'll take over now. Yeah, just incredibly good. 50% battery. We've been flying for a total of almost 6 minutes. 5 minutes and 59, 6 minutes now. Gonna go for a nice little flight around just above the grass. Do you know what? It's lovely. Such a nice day as well. And I can slow this footage down then, see? So even though I'm flying a little bit too quick than what I would normally for stock footage, what I do there is I'll slow the video down quite a lot, in fact. So then I'll chop it up then into like 14 second clips. I mean, and that then, if anybody wants a sort of nice panning sort of video over grass or over leaves or anything like that, then they've got it. There we go. Let's bring this down a bit. Let's do a nice little shot over here. So over the buttercups. Now with this, I am going to be slow. So with this, I've got 42% battery left. But the whole point of this now is to be nice and slow. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it's quite an arduous job, really. Because it does take quite a lot in order to get some nice stock footage. And of course you don't want to be too low, because otherwise that's going to impact on the flight of the quad. But you do have that optical flow sensor as well underneath it, which is raising the quad slightly as it's realising that there is an incline here, there is a mound. Now I'm in the depths there, so let's raise her a little bit. And that'll be one clip, see, going over to there, and then I'll raise it up, and then this will be a second clip then, going through the leaves. Oh. But it's always nice, I find, to get some stuff like this going. Oh, 34% battery. Looks like she's starting to waver a little bit. No, she's okay. Good. And I've used Tello footage before. It's not wildly loved because it's only 720, but at the same time, some people may like it if it's what they're looking for. There we are. Well, we've had a bit of Dronie. We've had a little bit of nice footage there. I'll put this video together and hopefully, my friend, it'll come out quite well and you'll enjoy it. There we are, folks. Well done, Mr. Tello. Thanks ever so much for watching and listening, friends. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and ring that bell too. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.